guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be going through all of the Too Faced mini palettes. From the very first one they released into the latest one, which is the Be My Lover palette. I have all 10 of them. I'm going to do one eye look with each of these. I'm going to swatch them all. I'm going to show you pictures of swatches. Take forever to do live swatches. Show you swatches of all of these, and I'm going to tell you what are my favorites, least favorites, and what I think of these palettes. All right, so first we're gonna go into the swatching portion of this. I'm gonna talk about the palette, and I'm gonna show you pictures of the swatches of these palettes. Let's kind of go in the order I got them. The very first one I got was the Too Faced Tickled Peach palette. I think this was the first one that they made. I loved this palette. I did a video on this palette. However long ago it released, it's been at least a year, maybe two. This one swatches beautifully, it performs beautifully. I have used this one a lot in the past. I don't use it all the time. It's more of a summery palette for me. It's very warm peachy toned, and I prefer more on the pinky of peach than the orange of peach. But I do like this palette. It is very good. I don't use the purple a whole lot in it because I have issues with Too Faced purples for the most part. But this is a very good palette, and it smells like peaches. The next one I got was the Too Faced Sugar Cookie palette. Not a huge fan of this one. I don't like the way it smells. I don't know, it doesn't smell like a sugar cookie to me. That aside, I think this one has the worst formula of all of them. The shimmers are chunky. The mattes are even, like, these two are fine. The two mattes for blending and transition. But the rest of the shadows, just not a fan of. Even this silver, it looks really pretty on the eye, but it's chunky to apply. Overall, this one's not my favorite. Next up is definitely a favorite. It is the Shake Your Pom Poms palette. Shake Your Pom Poms palette. I love this unique olivey green shade. It's so gorgeous on lid. I don't have a complaint about this palette at all. Love the formula. The next one is the Hot Buttered Round palette. I'm actually borrowing this from my mother-in-law. I didn't buy this one, but I wish I did. This one is so good. I really, really love the light shimmery shade in here. It's very gorgeous. These all blend out beautifully. I have no complaints. This I thought was going to be too warm for me, but it actually has some neutral tones to balance out the warm, and I really, really love this palette. Next one, I just bought this one. I did not buy it when it came out, but it's the Gingerbread Spiced palette. I've used this a couple of times. I like it, but I don't love it. I think this is a gorgeous purple, but it's difficult. It's a little tricky to blend out. I love the shimmery shade in here. I love light shimmery shades, so it needs to have one for me. I love the colors in it. I just haven't played around with it enough to know if I love the formula as much in this one, but these seem to blend out really well. This one was a little tricky. Their newest 5 palettes. So these are all recent launches, so I'm gonna go through these. Kitty Likes to Scratch. I actually was very surprised by this one. I loved it. It wasn't one, when I looked at it, it didn't draw my attention too much, but once I had these on the eyes, it was a beautiful look. This is a gorgeous red to wear on the eyes. Red is a difficult color to wear for me, but it's actually really, really pretty. It's supposed to smell like, what is this one supposed to smell like? Tequila Sunrise. I don't know what that smells like, but I don't even smell anything coming out of this palette, which is fine. I think the whole smelly palette thing has kind of had its moment, and is now dying. So, but the formula, the colors, I actually really like this. The black was a little bit, not the greatest black. The swatches of it were pretty bad. But if you go in with a light hand, it works. Next one is Light My Fire. This one is beautiful. Not gonna be one I reach for a whole lot because these are not colors that I typically wear, but the formula on it's gorgeous. And this shade is so fiery and beautiful. You'll see it in the demo. It's gorgeous. Next up, these 2 palettes I have dedicated videos on. I did 3 looks with each. Let's Play palette. So beautiful. Kind of light everyday palette. You can easily get some simple everyday looks out of this. And the Be My Lover palette, which is quickly becoming my favorite. I love the tones, the pinks, the purples, and the shimmers in this are absolutely gorgeous. And the last one, kind of breezing through these because we've got a lot to cover, but the last one is That's My Jam. I love this. I think it's beautiful. It's unique. I think they did a great job picking the matte colors to go with the shimmers. I find this one to be absolutely gorgeous, and paired with this one, these two are so pretty. I haven't actually used this one on my eyes yet, but oh, I thought this was going to be a little too glittery when I saw it online, but they are so beautiful. Sorry, Lincoln is joining us. If you hear something, that's him. He's doing a puzzle, so he's being good. Let's get into the trying on portion of this. I'm gonna breeze through these. They're sped through, but I do one look with each palette, so there are 10 looks. Let's get through them fast. So those are the looks I came up with these palettes. I hope that gave you a better sense of what they look like on the eyes and if it's a palette for you. Just wanted to round up all these palettes. If you have been looking at them or if you have one, do you need another one? Just all in one video so you can compare them, see them. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I have been loving this line from Too Faced. It's really the only product that I still buy from Too Faced. A lot of their products I've kind of just been like not interested in. These, I know the formula is great, and if I like the color scheme, I definitely go for them. So that is gonna be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you liked this, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you wanna see future videos, hit that subscribe button down below. We're getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you haven't, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Stay gorgeous. Bye. Okay. All right, so let's get into the... Okay, now, thumbnail. Kisses.